I want to start off by welcoming our guests that we have with us today. That's Stan Edwards, the Chief of Energy, Climate, and Compliance Division of the Department of Environmental Protection, and Adriana Hochberg, who's Acting Director of the Department of Environmental Protection. I want to thank both of them for their continued commitment and leadership. As you heard from the Council President, when it comes to ensuring that we are keeping our residents safe and doing everything we can to protect them, this is one of those initiatives. Unfortunately, we had to postpone from an earlier date this proclamation. It was supposed to happen earlier in January, but it's never too late to talk about the challenges associated with radon and the dangers of radon gas. Radon is the second leading cause of cancer in the United States, and it's an odorless, colorless gas, and its presence is undetectable unless you are doing a test to look for it. Otherwise, you would not know that it's there. And it was Montgomery County who was categorized by the EPA as having the highest levels of radon, highlighting the need for vigilance on this issue. So when we look at regions where we see a susceptibility to radon, Montgomery County is right in the crosshairs. Previously, we passed a radon bill in 2015 that required the sellers of single-family homes to actually test their properties for radon and disclose those results to potential buyers. With its passing, Montgomery County actually became the first jurisdiction in the nation to enact a law requiring single-family homes to be tested for radon prior to being sold. We should be proud of this accomplishment, but we know that there's so much more that we need to do. And just last year, my office became aware of a resident who found abnormally high radon levels in his rental property. And so there is a need for us to start talking and thinking about ways in which we can continue to protect not only our single family home owners, but our renters as well. So I want to turn it over to Mr. Edwards or Ms. Hochberg to say a few words, and I'll turn to our interim director first. But did again want to thank them for our partnership, wanted to thank the Montgomery County Realtors and GCAR, because they did a phenomenal job in working with us to make sure that we had a bill that worked for everyone in the process. And so, and then all of my advocates with our various communities that are out here each and every day highlighting the dangers that are here and asking local government to do their part to step in to keep residents safe. So with that, Director Hochberg.
Thank you very much, Councilmember Rice. I really appreciate you championing this important issue. Getting your home tested for radon, it's simple, and it's the law to get your home tested for radon prior to sale. You can find radon test kits on sale at the local home improvement stores, and they're only around $15 to $20, so it's an affordable test to undertake. I can personally attest to it being simple to do. I tested my own home for radon, and the test kit came with very easy to follow instructions. It gave me and my family peace of mind having tested our home for radon, and I highly recommend it to others.
Thank you very much, Mr. Edwards. I know you were a key part of this, sir, when we passed this, and helped us with language, helped us in work, and you still, to this day, continue to help when it comes to folks understanding the law and why it's important. So let me turn to you for a couple words as well.
Thank you, Councilmember Rice. I agree with you. This is a very important issue and a simple one to address. Your legislation has been of great interest to advocacy groups that I speak with on a fairly regular basis. A lot of jurisdictions and organizations that support radon activities ask, how did we get this law passed? And I say, well, we had a very interested council member who pushed it forward. And so we're happy to give you credit and for what we've done. I think it has made a difference. Just this morning, I checked 311, and 2 out of the 3 service requests that I had were related to radon. So it definitely makes a difference, increasing the awareness of people about radon and its importance. Look forward to continuing to work with you on this issue.
Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. And again, appreciate the partnership with DEP. Really want to thank each and every one of you and the department for all of your continued great work in highlighting. I've seen the notes that have been across the highways, reminding people of Radon Action Awareness Month. I've seen the literature that's gone out to educate people about it. And when we bought our home, it was a pleasure to actually see that that was a part of the settlement agreement papers that needed to be signed and the information that was there associated with testing the house for radon. So it works. We see it working in our community. It is not a hindrance to our sales, and it is a great thing in keeping our community safe. I did just want to thank for my colleagues that are watching and for some that are watching at home. Let me just say thank you to Angela Yu, who is our former council member for a day, who actually put together this proclamation. It's a proud moment to actually see one of our council members for a day coming back and working with my office and putting all of these issues together and working hand in hand with the council. So council member for a day certainly extends beyond just right now in the moment, and certainly sets you up for a future in being involved and engaged in government. So thank you, Angela. I'll start off reading the proclamation, which starts off, whereas 1 in 15 homes across the nation has radon levels above the recommended guidelines, and the Environmental Protection Agency has designated Montgomery County as a Zone 1 area, which has the highest potential for critical radon levels. And whereas Montgomery County was the first jurisdiction in the United States to enact a law requiring single-family homes to be tested for radon prior to being sold, because the only way to know if a home has elevated radon levels is to test. And whereas January is National Radon Action Awareness Month, a perfect time to promote radon awareness, as testing is most effective in cooler weather months when houses tend to be closed up for warmth. And whereas the U.S. Surgeon General recommends that every home be tested for radon because testing is inexpensive and, as you heard from Director Hochberg, easily available through the mail or local home improvement stores, and reasonable steps can be taken to reduce radon levels to mitigate health risks it poses. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the County Council of Montgomery County, Maryland hereby proclaims January 2022 as National Radon Action Month. And be it further resolved that the County Council urges all of our residents to test their homes for radon, and if necessary, make simple but life-saving improvements in their home or building to lower their health risks. Presented on this 25th day of January in the year 2022, signed by myself and our council president, Gabe Albornoz. Congratulations, and thank you again for all of your great work.